Hello, Cancer. How are you all doing? It is time to get started on your April 2021 reading. So, if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. Okay? I want to jump right into this. I don't want to do a whole lot of blabbing. Okay? First thing I want to look at here is what happened in the past. Past energy. Past energy. What happened in the past for Cancer universe? Ooh, the Tower card's already showing its face here. So, what happened in the past? We'll see if that Tower card comes back out. If it's meant to be in the reading, I don't know, it might at some point, but it'll be out in the reading if it's meant to. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so I kind of feel like this is something that a lot of you put a lot of work and effort into, a lot of emotion, a lot of energy, blood, sweat, and tears. And you probably spent quite some time wondering if it was ever going to become, the Temperance reversed, if it was ever going to become anything more successful. You know, is this ever going to be taken to the next level? Will whatever issue we've been dealing with ever resolve itself? You know, I see you really taking a step back and taking a look at this like, man, I've come all this way. I feel like I'm at a plateau. Do I keep working for this? Or do I step away from this? You know, and I really see that that was a heavy energy that lingered on probably longer than it should have. Probably longer than it should have. So let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2. Oh, what's that? Star in the reverse. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. 2 more shuffles here. All right, 7 of Cups reversed. Judgment card. The Hermit. Could have been a Virgo for some of you. 8 of Swords reversed. Knight of Cups. The Magician. Okay. So I really kind of feel like this was something for a lot of you that was kind of on and off. You know, either on and off. Some of you could have separated and gotten back together several times. Others of you just kept running into the same issue. Whatever the problem was, it just feels like some issue, you all kept running into the same issue over and over and over, whether it was breaking up and getting back together or the same type of argument or whatever. There was just some issue that you all just kind of hit a wall and couldn't really work past this one particular issue. Okay? So I kind of feel like you were really coming to your senses about this. There could have been a lot of red flags that you ignored in the past, and you really kind of started coming to your senses like, man, there ain't going to be no working through this, is there? You know, it's just going to keep repeating itself over and over. Some of you, it's like, man, I've tried attacking this from so many different angles, and no matter what I do, I can't figure out what the problem is. No matter what I do, it feels like something is rigged to drive a wedge between me and this person. So it does look like it did inevitably end up coming to an end, but it looks like it was a long, drawn-out process that, again, lasted much longer than it should have. Well, right now I want to look at how this person feels about you in the current moment. How this person sees you, what their true intentions are. How does this person view Cancer universe? What are their true intentions? Fool in the reverse could be an Aries for some of you. Okay, they feel like they wasted their time. They feel like this was a failure and a waste of time. Right now, I think this person is probably either out dating around or they're looking for somebody else. They're trying to find somebody to take their mind off of you right now. Okay, they're out exploring other options. Yeah. See, they're looking back on this very negatively, though. I really think most of you, if not all of you, but most of you are dealing with somebody who's already with somebody else, okay? And I don't really know how successful it is because I feel like this person's very drained. This person has a very drained vibration and is very in a vulnerable place here. A lot of fire energy here. Could be another water sign, though. I got water and fire here, and that's all I have on the table. So it could be anybody, though. I have Leo and Aries. But the Magician card is in the same spot it was in the last spread there. I kind of feel like both of you manifested this. Okay? So essentially what that means is the two of you could have had the best of intentions in the world. And that's the funny thing about it. A lot of times I would feel very safe betting that most people, when you first come together, now I know this isn't everybody, but most people, you have good intentions. You know? I have good intentions. But if we speak two completely different languages, or if we have two completely different goals and life paths that we're going to be, taking, then it doesn't really matter what our intentions are. If we cling to this longer than we should, it's going to get ugly and toxic, and we're both going to end up pointing the finger at each other. And you're the bad guy in their story, and they're the bad guy in your story. You know what I mean? But I really kind of feel like right now they're still holding on to a grudge, though. They're holding on to a grudge. They're pissed off at whatever happened. They're blaming you. They think it's all your fault. Of course, doesn't everybody? Think it's the other person's fault. And I feel like that they're seeing other people. They're seeing other people, but hang on. Ace of Swords. I do think we're going to pull a spread, and there's the Hermit reversed again, too. We're going to pull a spread for the actions they're going to take here in just a second. But I do think that they want to talk to you. They do kind of want to talk to you, but I don't really know if they have anything nice to say. Let's look at what actions this person's going to take. What actions is this person taking towards Cancer universe? What actions are they taking? Three more shuffles. Three more. Hierophant reversed. 10 of Cups. Okay. So I kind of feel like they're already involved in something right now with somebody else. There's that 7 of Cups again. 10 of Cups, but the Hierophant reversed. Okay, so I really don't think that this person is the type of person that will commit to hardly anybody right now. They're with somebody right now that I think really wants to be with them, but I don't really think that they're committing to anything right now. I really don't. Okay, it could be a Taurus for some of you. Again, I do think that they are going to communicate with you. They're going to communicate with you more than likely way later on down the line. I do kind of feel like once they've been away for a little bit and they've cleared their mind, I do see an apology here. I do see them more than likely coming forward with an apology. Okay, it's going to take them a little bit to get over this, but I do see them more than likely apologizing. It could be a Libra for some of you. Let's see, I have Libra and Taurus here on this. Okay, that's strange. Very, very weird. Very weird, Cancer, I'm not going to lie. King of 9 of Cups reversed again, too. This person's very needy and emotionally codependent. Okay? So you see that a lot with codependent people. A lot of times you see codependence bouncing from person to person to person to person to person to person. We may have talked about this before, but essentially when you're in this frequency right here, again, the most common energy that comes through in my line of work, when we're in this frequency, we're empty and we're lonely, and we're expecting a person or a love relationship to fix that problem. That's the expectation that we hold. In actuality, that's not the way energy works. If I'm on the frequency of loneliness and feeling incomplete, and I come together with a person, that frequency is going to express itself between us. And things are going to happen that complement the frequency of being alone and empty, okay? So I come together with you. You're supposed to fix my problems and meet my emotional needs. Well, time's ticking away and you ain't doing it. Okay, I got to go find somebody that will. So you bounce to another person. Well, you can't fucking do that. That's not the way it works. So, this new person ain't doing it either. All right, well, let me go back to the past person. Maybe you can fulfill me. You know what I'm saying? So I see a lot of bouncing around with this person right here. There's way too much codependence. This person is way too codependent, dude. I do see them more than likely reaching out way later on down the line for an apology, but it doesn't really look like it just kind of looks like a warning label is stuck to this, you know? It does look like there's a warning label stuck to this. So let's take a look at the most likely outcome here. Most likely outcome for Cancer universe. Most likely outcome. Okay. World in the reverse. Oh, man. Looks like this. Oh, in the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Dude. Warning. They're coming back to repeat the cycle. 4 shuffles. 1, 2. 2 more shuffles here. Yeah, see the 4 of Cups reversed. Oh, man. 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords reversed. Ace of Cups. Look. They're going to realize what they screwed up. They're going to realize what they screwed up, but they're coming back. They'll be back. Okay? Warning. You will repeat the cycle. Okay? I see this person coming back, bringing the same energy they had when the problem started. I don't see this person really doing a whole lot. I still think they're kind of playing games. I still think they have 1 foot out the door. But this looks like an incomplete karmic cycle, okay? And it looks like if you come back, if you let them back, you're going to repeat the cycle again and again and again and again and again. If you keep playing the same games, you'll keep winning the same prizes, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. It looks like they're coming back to repeat the cycle. Warning. Big warning, okay? All right, let's look at the advice. Let's look at the advice. What advice do we have, universe, for Cancer? Advice. What advice do we have? Advice, 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 advice. What advice do we have for my Cancerians? Ooh, you might want to think about this. I want to think long and hard about this. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Ten of Wands in the reverse. I wouldn't take on this burden if I were you. Don't let your guard down. Don't let your guard down for a minute. Okay? I'm sure this person is coming back with a sob story. This person's coming back with a sob story. Okay? And knowing how big of a heart you have, I think they know exactly which buttons to push, what to say, and how to say it. And it's going to be very difficult to not win you over. Okay? Warning. Warning. It's best, if I were you, and I just got done telling somebody this in a personal reading, I would assign myself. Assign yourself. Do yourself a favor and assign yourself a little bit of alone time. There is nothing wrong with that, okay? Especially those of you who are kind of alone right now. There's nothing wrong with that. You know that, right? You know there's nothing wrong with spending a little bit of time by yourself. Nothing wrong with that at all. You might just learn to like it. And if you end up learning to like it, be careful. Because your person, your actual person, your match is right around the corner the minute you start liking it. How many of you have come to me for a personal reading and I break the entire process down? The entire energetic process and the science behind the energy of attracting true love. How many? Show of hands. I know a bunch of you. Okay? If I were you, I would assign myself some alone time. There is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being happy by yourself. That doesn't mean that you're agreeing to a lifetime of being alone by any stretch of the imagination. I know that's what it kind of feels like, but that's not at all what happens. I know at least one person watching this is gonna do that. You're gonna take my advice, even if all the rest of you don't. If I can change one life, one of you watching this is gonna take my advice. And one of these days, you're gonna wake up and realize how happy you are by yourself, and that's when your person is gonna show up. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Oh, yes, it does. And there is a very hardcore science behind that. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, yes, there is. Okay? But anyway, I do feel like that was your message, Cancer. I am going to go ahead and cut this reading off here. I greatly appreciate every last one of you that tuned in and played along. Thank you all so much for showing up and showing love, support, and positive feedback on my channel every single day. Okay? I greatly appreciate those of you. My hardcore followers and my new followers, everybody. Thank you all so much for the support. Don't forget to look in the description box of the video for information on how to schedule personal readings. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for showing up. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.